Hello everybody. In this video we continue covering skeletal system, and this video will be about appendicular skeleton. And as always, I have this list that you can download from Canvas, where you can see all the bones and their features that you need to know. So appendicular skeleton includes bones of the upper extremities, your arms, and lower extremity, your legs, and also shoulder bones and hip bones. Shoulder bones, we call it pectoral girdle, and hip bones, we call pelvic girdle. So in this video, we only cover pectoral girdle. So pectoral girdle is made of two bones. So that's clavicle and scapula. So let's look at the clavicle first. And if you see, the clavicle has two ends, and one end is pretty flat, like this one, and one is rounded. The one that is rounded, this is called sternal extremity, and the flat one is called acromial extremity. Right, and another little thing you need to know, it's this little bump here, right, close to this flat acromial extremities. This is called conoid tubercle, right? So this conoid tubercle, right? So clavicle forms two joints. It forms joint with the sternum and joint with scapula. So that's why it have a sternal extremity and acromial extremity. So sternal extremity, here I have a sternum, right? So here how it would form this sternoclavicular joint, right? And this flat end form joint with the scapula, right? And on the scapula, right, this part is acromial process. So we have acromial extremity, and we have acromion, right, or acromion process, and this is the joint between them, right, like this. Okay, so again, for clavicle, we only have sternal extremity, acromial extremity, and conoid tubercle. Scapula. So scapula is the second bone of the pectoral girdle, and this is anterior part, and this is the posterior part. And on the posterior part, you see this big bony structure. This is called the spine of the scapula. And then we have these two processes, kind of like spine continues with the process that's called acromion, right? So that would be acromion. And this is another process. This is coracoid process. So acromion attaches to the clavicle, and coracoid process is attachment of major muscles such as pectoralis minor, the short head of biceps brachii, and coracobrachialis. And we will talk about muscles soon, so you guys will need to know what muscles are, attached to what parts of the bones. Right, so spine, right, and this is acromion, coracoid process. Now this cavity over here, this is called glenoid cavity, and it attaches to the humerus, bone of your upper arm. And then we have several flat structures over here on the top. This is called fossa. Now this fossa is below the spine, so it will be infraspinous fossa, because that's a spine and it's below, so it's infraspinous fossa. This fossa over here will be supraspinous fossa, and on anterior side we have subscapular fossa. Right, and scapula has lots of other parts if you look at your lab manual, but I chose, you know, the ones that I believe important, right? And I'm asking you to learn only these parts that are in your list, right? So in infraspinous fossa, we will learn later, we will have muscle called infraspinatus. Over here it will would be supraspinatus, and muscle over here will be subscapularis. So you see, if you learn these names, it will be easier for you then to learn the muscles. Okay, so two bones for this video, clavicle and scapula, that make part of the pectoral girdle. Thank you for watching, and I hope it was helpful.